Hey, welcome to Dr. Lee's YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing and watching my videos. I work in a community pharmacy, as you all know, big pharmacy chain. And as a pharmacist, I've been giving this COVID vaccine in the long-term care facilities and then those in the tier one. So I've been giving Pfizer's and Moderna vaccines. And it's crazy how there's a lot of excitement around this vaccine. And I see a lot of patients and customers really appreciating the service, and also the fact that they're about to get the protection against this virus. Um, and honestly, I never had time in my career this exciting and this much appreciation throughout my career. So I'm very blessed, and I was able to get myself vaccine for the first and second dose for the Pfizer. Um, Today I want to tell you about this new Johnson and Johnson vaccine that just got the approval through the FDA for the emergency uses. So as you all know, this is the one dose only vaccine, which is a game changer in this whole vaccine world, right? So right now we have three vaccines: Pfizer, Moderna, and now Johnson and Johnson. And the first two were the mRNA vaccine that was based on the first and second dose, so two series vaccine that give you about 95% effectiveness against those COVID virus. So you can look into other information to look into the mRNA, what that looks like. And then this one is the Johnson and Johnson's DNA vaccine. So they use this virus called adenovirus, and then they use this form of a virus to put the instruction on how to make this protein, spike protein that looks same as the COVID virus. And then by injecting that adenovirus, it's supposed to give you the immunity against the coronavirus, which is very cool. And because of the DNA structure, it's a lot more stronger than the mRNA structure. DNA vaccine, you can actually keep it in a regular temperature or the regular fridge. I'll just say regular fridge, and then for the longer protection. So there's a lot of benefits of using the DNA vaccine versus mRNA vaccine. So it's yeah, and the reason I want to make this video today is when I first saw the news about the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, the first thing that stood out to me was the fact that it was about 77% effective versus versus Pfizer and Moderna was around 90% effective. So I was thinking, hey, like why would I get something that's less effective um, versus like higher effectiveness? So here's the thing. So if you look at the timeline, Pfizer and Moderna was the first two vaccine got approved. So at the time, there weren't that many variants to the COVID virus, right? So they were the very beginning of the pandemic. They were able to run the clinical trial really, really early. So things were a little more manageable at those time. But now this Johnson and Johnson comes out like um, after all these people getting infected, we start seeing a lot of variants and a lot of different mutations that happens for these virus. And there are many different lineages inside this vaccine, inside this virus, and depending on how their protein looks like and how aggressive they are contagious, um, they have a different lineage within the COVID virus. So just to considering the fact that this Johnson and Johnson virus came much later time than those first two vaccines, I honestly think that 77% effectiveness is pretty good, really good. And as in comparison to the flu vaccine that uh, we usually get, we don't really think about how effective these flu vaccines are, right? So when you go to pharmacy, hey, could you get me can I get some flu vaccine? And we don't really think about like how effective it is because we're so used to it. But the reality is it's only like 40 to 50% effective, and we still get like we everyone gets the flu vaccine, right? So compared to flu vaccine, which is 40 to 50%, this J&J vaccine, 77%. I honestly think it is really good. And the best part is, regardless of how effective they are, in this case 77%, it covers you 100% from death or hospitalization, right? So, because the only reason that we're scared of the COVID is the high mortality rates. So a lot of people can actually die from the COVID and go to hospital and being on the those ventilators. So just the fact that you're getting this vaccine, it's gonna protect you and prevent you from going to hospital or uh, yeah, it's gonna keep you in a much better shape. So I really want to emphasize that 77% effectiveness isn't the end of the story. There's a lot more than just 77. I know in this society we like to compare numbers to number, but just getting this vaccine can really keep you away from the hospital and then give us a lot of immunity as a whole world. So I really think that this is a game changer to this pandemic, and hopefully we can roll these vaccines out faster in a faster speed so that we can all be vaccinated and go back to normal lifestyle. So here you go. Hope the information was useful, and then hope you guys. We're almost there. I really think that we're almost there. So yeah, hang in there, and we'll see you soon.